Rents and Charges. You shall pay your monthly rent per month. The initial rent amount is stated here in your lease and shall be due prior to move-in. The 0.5% tenant management fee shall be paid in addition to the monthly rent. Total tenant management fee to be charged is written here in the lease. Risk mitigation fee total to be charged is written here in the lease. If applicable, the prorate rent amount is here, shall be due on the first day of the preceding month. Each month thereafter, you must pay your rent on or before the first day of each month. Rent due date is the first of each month. The late date is the 5th of each month after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The standard late fee is 10% of your rent. There is a 0.5% tenant management fee charged monthly. Default interest rate is 18% per annum. Insufficient funds or return check charge will be the greater of $50 or the amount allowed by this law. There are no assignment fees. This contract is not assignable. Attorney fees will be the greater of $500 for eviction cost or whichever is greater. Court cost, see your local city fees. Administration fee for each unlawful detainer or writ of possession filed will be $95. A miscontractor appointment fee is $85. A late notice fee is $65. And a violation fee is $75. Lease change fee and adding additional tenants, etc. is $250. A lost key fee is $50 plus the locksmith charge. Tenant pet inspection fee of $95 one time annually. Payments not made payable through ACH or tenant online portal or via electronic cash payment paid slips will be subject to a $25 processing fee per item. Tenant risk mitigation fee, if applicable, up to 2.5% of monthly rent charged. Month-to-month fee of 17% of monthly rent charged. Rent. Tenant shall pay the initial agreed rent in full and receive a prorated second month's rent. Thereafter, rent shall be payable by ACH through tenant's online portal or via electronic cash payment payslip at any 7-Eleven or other specified participating location listed on payslip monthly in advance of the first day of each month without deduction, offset, or demand at agent's address above. Payments not made payable by ACH through tenant's online portal or via electronic cash payment slips will be subject to a $25 processing fee per item. If agent does not receive any rent by the late date, tenant shall be responsible for late fees and all other associated fees. Tenant further agrees to pay the late notice fee and agrees to pay the return check charge for each check not honored by the bank. Further action may be taken by agent associated with insufficient funds, amounts not more than the statutory maximum amount as authorized and allowable by the Virginia law. These changes will be included as additional rent whenever connected to an unlawful detainer, summons, or other civil action by the landlord in the event of the dishonored check and/or insufficient funds. For any reason, all payments made thereafter will be made through electronic cash payment systems in the form of a payslip voucher provided by the tenant by the agent upon request. The payslip voucher will include instructions on making a payment electronically. In the event rent is abated for any reason, the tenants are fully responsible for all rents, fees, and charges according to this lease agreement, which supersedes all other agreements. Agent or owner may apply any payment received to any obligations then owed by tenant in any order and at agent's or owner's discretion. Non-compliance with this section constitutes a material breach of the lease agreement. Default. If tenant or any other persons on the premises with tenant's permission violates any of the provisions of this lease or any rules, or if the premises are vacated, abandoned, owner shall be entitled, in addition to any other rights and remedies to which owner may be entitled by law or in equity, to terminate this lease and obtain possession of the premises, to any unpaid rent and other charges, to injunctive relief, and to other damages including the cost of necessary cleaning and repair, all cost of the releasing of the premises, and the cost of replacing all locks. In addition, at owner's option, all installments of rent for the balance of the then current rent shall be due and payable. All of the owner's remedies shall be cumulative, and the exercise of one or more remedies shall not be a waiver of any other remedies. Tenant shall pay all cost, expenses, fees, charges incurred by owner and agent is enforcing any of the provisions, covenants, and conditions of this lease, including reasonable attorney fees, to the extent not prohibited by applicable law. The tenant waives the benefit of any homestead, bankruptcy, or similar exemption law in which respect to the lease. Non-compliance of this section constitutes a material breach of the lease agreement.